Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Pathfinder Kingmaker Enhanced Edition with me, BringItDon. And we're going to talk to Alec, Galvert, and Edgar here. Oh, not Lindsay.
I'm
back.
always ready.
Alright. You see three peasants circling an ancient oak as they talk loudly among themselves. I found it. What? Where? Show us. Nay, wasn't nothing. Just thought I did. Darn stump. The man hits the trunk of the tree with his fist, then winces and massages his hand. I'll put your backs into it. I can smell the gold, I can. And what gold would that be? The men jump up and press their backs to the oak's massive trunk. They never take their eyes off you as they lean toward each other, whispering. You barely catch the words baron and treasure. Gold? Nothing like that here, my lord. The bravest of them nods, and the others quickly do the same. Well, Edgar here is too bold. Alec's gonna marry Martha, you see, the third man adds. So we're gonna carve their names into this trunk here. I was gonna carve a picture of her tits too, but Alex said that was too bold. Cut it out, he heard us. The third one mutters, a quiver in his voice. So much for our gold. You're not in trouble, just tell me everything. The villager glances at his sullen companions. We're searching for gold here, my lord. A traveling bard spent the night in our village, told us tales about big fights and barbarians, and the chieftains who led their hordes here long ago. The villager glances at... Oh. Okay. At the end, he said he knew where the barbarian chieftains buried, promised he could show us. We paid him 2 gold. He wanted 3, but we could only gather 2. He told us anyway, though. That bard was too generous. If it was me, I'd have thrown them in the debt pen, but I would have managed 10 gold at least. Jublas turns his gaze to you. Wait, don't tell me you believe this wash about a hidden treasure. Barbarians, you say? If I remember their customs correctly. As you recall, there were barbarian tribes that rode across these lands long ago. Moreover, they buried their chieftains in cairns with all their earthly possessions. However, all the known cairns are far to the east or northwest. The villager impatiently awaits your reply. Let's detect magic. Maybe there's some enchantment beneath the tree. The old oak bears no enchantment. This doesn't exclude the possibility that treasure is there. It may simply be hidden too deep, or perhaps the treasure isn't magical in nature. Why aren't you worried about wandering these lands? It could be dangerous out here. We've lived all our lives around here, my lord. Got nothing to be scared of. If we meet a kobold, we hit him hard. If we meet a wolf, we climb a tree. If a troll comes around, we run as fast as we can. As for bandits, I'm not afraid of them. They don't cross us because we don't have 2 coins to scrape together. I am gonna use diplomacy here. The truth is, this bard lied to you. Lied? How? Why? Because we paid too little and he held a grudge. I told you. Don't be greedy, I said. Get your stash out of your boot. And what did you do? The villager gestures frantically. I know which way he left. It's only been a half day. We could still catch him. We'll get on our knees before him, empty our pockets if need be. He'll forgive us, then he'll tell us where the treasure really is. Let's go. Come on. Some dense fellows. It's a huge centuries-old oak. It is a real colossus, which observes from above the ages passing by.
In due time.
Let's get our perception checks back here. I think last time I helped him dig it up and there was nothing there.
Just letting the ink dry.
We'll do it the hard way.
This will hurt.
Serves you right.
No strength wasted.
Oh, click is down. Okay, well.
I'm writing you out of our story.
Only one other recourse then. Purge it with fire. Oh, excuse me.
My search was not in vain.
I'm there.
I think there's a troll up to the northwest here.
I do what I must.
And I would be
You
correct.
deserved it.
Fatal mistake.
Which means there's treasure up here, probably in the way of a corpse.
Oh,
Aha.
I don't like surprises.
I'm off.
Nope, it is locked. That means quick save. Quick save even if I'm not sure if it's
Applause,
locked.
please.
Alright, good work everybody.
I'm there.
The traitor god, Torag. Priests used to set hiding places and statues like that. Look closer if you wish. You might find something. Worn parchment. Some potions and treasure. Let's read this. On the ancient parchment there are words written by a feeble hand, discolored with age and barely visible. Every morning I wake up as a 20-year-old boy. It's the best morning of my life. For today is the first time I take over the post at the Watchtower over the Great Shield Road. Every morning I open my eyes and see the tower in ruins. Horrified, I grip my gray beard with my gnarled fingers and slowly realize that there is no Shield Road anymore, and it's been this way for more years than I can count. I must be older now than the decrepit Galgan was when he died and left me alone. Unforgiving time has eroded both the stones of the tower and my flesh and mind. The holy statue of Torag is the only thing time itself dares not touch. I do remember that it's my duty to guard something hidden inside the statue, but I don't remember what exactly am I guarding. The key I wear hanging on my neck, the Langbuck's golden cog, is as heavy as an anvil. Where is the Waradash's white cog? I don't remember. What happened to the Skeggy's red cog when its keeper, Galgan, died? I don't know. Every morning I go around the neighborhood looking for people. Haven't seen any for years, neither traders nor bandits. Sometimes my mind tricks me, and I recall speaking to a hunter or a scout just yesterday, but these memories are too vague to be true. I guess my feeble mind just entertains itself with illusions. I've been hoping for too long to see a day when dwarves return and restore the road. Now I seriously doubt there is anyone of my kin left in this world, or anyone alive at all. Maybe some unimaginable plague has raised away every living soul in the whole of Golarion, except for me. If someday someone returns to these parts and manages to read this, remember our names. This tower is built by dwarves of the Waradash, Skeggy, and Langbuck clans in 4241. It was abandoned in 4499. We, the last shields, were left behind to keep our eternal watch for the glory of Torag and the Dwarven people. Our names were Galgan Skeggy and Wark Langbuck. It was our free choice, and we have no regrets. Remember us. If I remember correctly, there is a horde of spiders up here. The remains of cobbled road are barely visible. Yeah, actually, let me change up my... I do like to have the dog in the back in case we get ambushed from behind. He can easily run up and intercept. Or run and intercept any ambushes.
Repent.
Alright, so we have giant spiders. I should have...
Patience.
Oh, that's right, I don't have it. Uh-oh.
And Lindsay was called forth.
That'll
We'll probably be okay.
ends here.
Oh, I can die when people and friends didn't get buffed there.
A clever ploy.
So the next companion we get, his favorite food, I think, is like the baked spider legs.
You should have run! In due time.
Which isn't a recipe we found yet, but...
Look ahead.
Alright, do the old quick save. Alright. Once, long ago, a sturdy watchtower rose above the forest, ready to signal an enemy's approach day or night. Now the ancient, moss-covered stones were crumbling, and birds rather than warriors inhabited the place. The ground floor had long been looted, but there still seemed to be some furniture left on what remained of the upper floor. A rotted table, an uneven chair, and a small but seemingly robust chest. Sadly, the stairs leading up had collapsed long ago. Harem walked around the tower slowly, running his fingers along the cracks in the stone. I like places like this. Peaceful, quiet. Here one is bound to consider that which awaits us all, sooner or later. Yes. Taking a seat, he lost himself in his admiration of the ruins. Jubilas kicked a mossy stone. If I had a tube of the necessary ingredients, we wouldn't need to climb anywhere. I'd make the upper level come to us itself. Alright, choose a character. We try climbing up. Oh, come on. Akandai tried to scale the wall, but it was too old. The stones crumbled beneath his feet, and the structure shifted. Flailing in the air a moment, Akandai awkwardly fell to the stone floor. It was a miracle the whole wall didn't collapse in on his head. Alright, we decided to take our time and make a sturdy ladder. Fortunately, there were plenty of materials in the forest. It took us some time to harvest the materials we needed and tie everything together, but we ended up with a safe, stable ladder. We climbed to the upper floor and dropped the chest down. The chest fell to the stone floor with a loud thud, a huge cloud of dust rising around it. The wood had darkened after years of exposure to the sun and the rain. The metal siding had grown a layer of rust, and the decorative carvings in the lid were barely discernible. Even so, the chest itself was as robust and secure as the day it was made by some unknown dwarven master, and of course, it was still locked. Yeah, let's try the perception. We searched for a key among the ruins. The search turned out to be a surprising success. We found the key in a small niche that had been covered with rubble. Or niche. Despite its age, the dwarven lock was still operational. We turned the key, and the chest's lid opened with a shrill creak. Inside we found the simple possessions of a dwarven warrior who must have once been stationed in this tower. Battle gear consisting of chainmail, a helmet, a shield, and an axe. A pair of torn traveling boots and a metal tankard the size of a small bucket. A pipe and a full pouch of tobacco which had petrified over the years. And lastly, a peculiar little thing. A complex red metal cog. Alright, so if I still had a Miri... in my party, she'd be using this this axe. The axe is distinguished with red emerald glowing serrated edge. This +1 great axe deals additional 1 to 6 acid damage. So it's really good for where we're currently at in the game, and yeah, sadly no one will be using it. She'd also be wearing the breastplate +2 if she was in my party still. Alright, well, there we have it.
Follow if you
That's the first cog that we needed to find. We found the red one, we need a white and a...
Primitives.
what was the other color? Need to get rid of some of this stuff in my inventory. There it is. White cog and the golden cog. Oh, alright, let's see if we make this mobility check. We should be okay.
Ha! A trivial task.
Alright. I think they're all in this region as well, so. All in this area. Oh, yeah, I didn't actually inspect the statue. We'll get around to it. I haven't forgotten. Oh, great, wargs. Okay, the wargs in mind.
My skills are absolute.
My search was not in vain.
Any last wishes?
Let's finish them quick.
Yeah, transmute that, loser. Alright, here's some chocolate. Oh, really? A cloak of resistance already? Little hot dog. Perfect for you, my friend. Alright, do the old quick save. I wonder if this is a... No, it's not an ambush spot.
Anything else?
Alright. That's why I quick save.
Anything else? Applause, please.
Falcata? +1. You don't say.
In due time.
I think you have to circle all the way around to get to the wargs that are down there. Then again, maybe not.
Applause, please.
Ooh, a heavy crossbow. +1.
You require my assistance?
Oh, you already have one. Well, good job, man. I guess I could give it to Lindsay. She doesn't have a specialty in any weapons yet, or a focus in any weapons.
I'm there.
Let's actually circle around the bottom here. We'll go ahead and finish up the western side of the map.
I do what I must.
A clever
Can you
ploy.
pose? I need inspiration.
Repent.
I'll let this dog circle around and get to the Doomsayer.
I still... Could this happen?
Not off to a good start.
No strike wasted. Left yourself exposed.
Alright, group
We
up.
should move.
Just letting the
Do some
intro.
heals.
Esme, Axel, yes. Esme, Axel, yes.
I do like the magic chanting in this game a whole lot.
Axel, yes.
But I do wish it would use the
Axel, yes.
character's voice that's actually casting the spell.
Yes.
I lost his bark skin. Oh, I'm just gonna give him heroism.
There.
This will hurt.
I'm positive I found something.
Pretty sure it's a Torag's pendant. No, it's a Hummus shard.
I'm off.
Alright, to the west. That's where I wanted to go first.
Your life
And then our
ebbs
leader
low.
charged forwards. Hey, wait for me.
Let's get a haste going. Not a big fan of the situation we're in currently.
Strike! My masterpiece!
Oh no. Still want you to haste everybody. Lindsay, sorry.
Out of our store.
Stupid wolves. Alright, I kinda want to keep going while I'm still hasted.
What a waste.
Serves you right.
Who will prevail? Does it matter?
Oh!
A strike worth a legend.
Lost.
I grant you death. Bullseye. Cannot hide from me.
Taste my fury.
You should have run!
I blinded myself there, but it was better than
Oh.
the
Sister,
alternative.
protect me.
A mere flesh wound.
Failed you, sister.
Alright, this fight's a little rough. Alright. Whew. We didn't lose anybody, so that's all that matters.
Is going to hurt.
Might have to rest up. So we're in some pretty rough shape. Ooh, set of leather +2. I think that's better than what somebody has. Let's check. She has Woodland's Ages. It's the same. I'd rather her have that. There we go.
Nowhere to run.
So I thought maybe this guy has it. Yeah, there it is. The white cogwheel. A bandit's letter. Alright, hey sis, we're rich. We've gotten lucky after all. If we play our cards right, we'll finally be able to quit running around the woods. We'll piss on the darned boss and his gang too. Go to Brevoy and live happy as pigs in crap. The point is, you must take care. You know very well what these fellows do to those who try to con them. And we're going to con them hard, sunshine. See, while you were away, we caught this dwarf. All dressed up like a dog's dinner. Fancy mail armor, tall tales. One could immediately see he was the city mouse. He kept on treating us like dirt, until we'd set his beard on fire. After that, he started spilling his guts in no time. A long story short, his ancestors, Fortash or something, the ones who built the ancient tower, had hidden some real treasure inside. And you see, he decided to return there after several centuries to claim his family fortune, all alone with no guards. It made me laugh my butt off. He had no idea about the exact place where that treasure was hidden, but he brought the key to open the place. A white metal thingy, something like a cog. When the fellows heard about the treasure, they literally started rubbing their hands together, and I thought to myself, well, what happens when we find it? The boss seizes the lion's share, and we're left with meager peanuts. All these things considered, I snatched the key away while the rest of the gang was sleeping, and made it look like the dwarf had run away with it. The fellows have been running across the woods since then, searching for the midget. But they'll have to search really hard. I buried him rather deep. They stay away from the tower for now. What might they do there without a key? So make use of it. When you return, do not go to the camp. Go to our place instead. I've hidden the cog in the hollow of a tree trunk. You know which one I mean. Take it and get to the tower. Look around and find what you can. Open with it. You're smart. You'll manage. Take away all these doors have hidden. And, well, I don't have to tell you what to do next. Be careful. Don't blow up our best chance. Hugs, Bergen. That's hard to read for me. I apologize. Alright, honestly, we should get some healing done.
I am ready.
Let's just have her heal everybody.
Yes, I'm still here.
And I shall answer.
I'll rest after I finish exploring the area. Should be good for now.
Anything else?
Alright, a bonfire is dying in the middle of the grassy glade. Nearby, a cooking pot is still hot, and tin mugs are scattered about. 3 bedrolls have been rolled out beneath the tree, but there doesn't seem to be anyone around. There are no sounds of wildlife either. The mysterious scene is oddly disquieting. Look around carefully. After exploring for a while, you begin to understand what's wrong here. The fire's embers glow a little too bright. The grass and trees are a bit too green. The air itself is a touch too fresh. Everything looks like a too fresh painting seen through a shimmering mirage. Alright, Knowledge Arcana. Let's see if we can find the nature of this disturbance. It looks like the barrier between two realities has become too thin. In places like this, people and objects can be drawn from one world to another by sheer chance. Sometimes they reappear far away from their original location, and sometimes they seem to become lost forever. Alright, let's see if there are any enchantments about. The shimmering is definitely a magical effect of some sort. Judging by its aura, someone may have been trying to cross the borders between the worlds. And rummage through their things. It's all common hunter's supplies. A flint, some clothes, a box of salt. Oddly, there's only one backpack here, though there are 3 bedrolls and 3 mugs. Check inside the pot. The pot contains what's left of a savory stew. There's also what seems to be herbal tea left cooling in the nearby mugs, and you spot some dirty plates gathered together. Looks like the people who made camp here had just finished eating when they were about to go to sleep. Ekon sniffs the mugs, then shakes his head. Not a menace. Search for traces of the hunters. There's no sign of a fight. It doesn't look like the hunters were abducted or scared away either. Suddenly you hear screaming coming from the east. Leave the campsite. The lack of obvious causes or dangers makes the deserted campsite even more suspicious. You choose to leave before whatever fate befell the hunters can befall you as well. We heard screaming, so we gotta head that way.
Become as dust.
Their life ends here! I'm there.
A pair of legs sticks out from the boulder surface. Alright. You hear a voice from somewhere above you. You there, help us. A man wearing simple clothes waves to you from atop the massive rock. Hunters we are. We were camping in the woods, then suddenly we were up here. Some weird magics or something, I guess. For God's sake, help us. How did you get up there? No clue. We're heading off to sleep when a dream came over us. A bright one, too. All 3 of us were in a river, and the current was sweeping us away. The trees on shore were too high, up to the sky, I tell ya. And the clouds above were like mountains. We went over a waterfall and hurtled down. Next I knew, we were up here on this rock, wet like drowned rats. I've never seen anything like it, and I hope I never have to again. What? For the sake of Desna, this sounds... No. No way that can be true. He must have drunken too much and seen a bad dream. How many of you are there? Is anyone wounded? We're just 2. I'm mostly good, thank Aristil. Linnell here, though, she came down pretty hard. She's got some broken ribs, can hardly breathe. As for Dolden, I think he's dead. I can only see his feet sticking out of the rock. There's some dwarf corpse up here too. Guess he got here the same way we did. Yeah, I'll just do chaotic good. Try to catch hunters using a stretched out cloak. Jump, we'll catch you. What? Why is... okay. It's just phrasing, but it's the same action. Why is one chaotic and one's lawful? Just because I tell them to be careful? They'll be careful. Jump down. Alright, you managed to get a cloak stretch taut to try and catch the hunters. The man above pushes his wounded friend down first, then jumps himself. You catch them both without any trouble. The hunter hands you a gilded metal cog. Here, as a reward for your efforts. I found it on the corpse up there. It looks valuable. Digging through his pockets, the hunter pulls out a small purse. Take this too. Lionel and me owe you our lives after all. Alright, and that's that. So, in case you're not sure what happened, and Jubilos's reaction there, they had traveled through the first world to get there. A huge tree trunk can be used to climb up or down. And that's why Jubilos, because you can enter the first world where the veil is thin. We've talked to Jubilos about that already.
Cool it.
And there's only two ways to get there, either through a magic portal created by a wizard or...
Interesting. In due time.
Where the veil is very thin between worlds, and that's what happened to them. They got sucked into a portal, essentially. Traveled through the first world for a bit. And ended up somewhere they did not,
Don't hold back!
You're but a footnote in our story. I'm here.
Alright, everybody, get the alchemist. That's weird. Ton of very welcome potions, or bombs. A two-bladed sword. Heavy encumbrance.
Adventures can wait.
Quick save again when she gets a little closer.
Applause, please.
Heck yeah. Good job, Lindsay. I'm not super keen on the heavy encumbrance, but well. Alright, we're gonna go back over this way, and then I'm gonna call it an episode. And the next episode, we're gonna go back to the Torag statue and deal with that with the cog pieces that we found, the red, gold, and the white. Let's clear out all this fog of war first. Then I'm actually going to drop some of this armor we don't need. It's not very valuable. We can always pick it up when we leave as well, so. Alright, I'm going to call it here. Next episode, we'll go deal with Torag statue, then we'll leave this area, because that's everything to do here, I believe. And, hold on. Is there anything up here? I never checked. I don't think there is. Ah, there is. Okay. Torag pendant? No. Okay. Well, I'm glad I came over here and checked that. There's a helmet shard there. Alright, well, I'm going to call it here. Next episode, we'll do what I said, and continue our hunt for trolls. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next episode.